Welcome back, trainers. So we've been over the Colossal Pass already, but we're going to be going over it yet again in this video very briefly here, discussing the possibility even of the return of the Regi Trio, and this time maybe even with their shiny form. So who knows what's going to be going on here. It would make sense seeing that the Regigigas is going to possibly be the boss for the Colossal Pass. Having the Regi Trio be in the legendary raids during this time period would make complete sense. So this image was found in the network traffic for Pokemon Go. Nothing actually officially released, so don't hold your breath. I know you're extremely excited for these to return, but who knows? So as far as the whole ticketed event, and a lot of you had the question, are you going to be able to purchase this with actual Poke Coins? Say you don't invest any money into this game and you just collect your 50 coins a day. Unfortunately, the bad news is you're probably going to just have to simply purchase it with actual money, just like you do when you purchase Poke Coins, and this probably will be located next to those coin purchases. So just got a little heads up for you there. Don't get too excited for purchasing this with coins. It's probably going to be cold hard cash that you're going to have to use to get into this worldwide event. Now this is going to be going on sale around October 15th until November 2nd, it looks like here within the code yet again. So I'm pretty excited for this. I understand a lot of you are not too happy with a paywall being put behind this whole Colossal event. It is Regigigas. At the end of the day, you may not be too excited for that Pokemon, but you do want to participate in this because who knows what else is going to be coming along with it. Simply purchase $8 for this event and you're just going to go up against Regigigas with a whole bunch of people around the world possibly. I don't think so. I think there's going to be a lot more involved within this. Is it going to be a GoFest style thing where you open up your game and you're going to see a whole bunch of Pokestops everywhere? Probably not the case, but we can't really get too much into that. We'll just have to see when it does come around. I'm going to be purchasing it honestly on day one. Now to go over some of the Regi Trio counters here just to get you geared up for the future. We do have Regirock 100% IV 1784. Weather boosted under partly cloudy is going to be 2230, possibly with their shiny variants. Number one counter is going to be Metagross with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash, Kyogre, Waterfall, Hydro Pump, Swampert with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon, Machamp with Counter Dynamic Punch, Dialga, Metal Claw, and Iron Head, and then followed up by Excadrill with Metal Claw and Drill Run. Honestly, if you do not have too many of these other Pokemon powered up, I know a lot of people do have quite a bit of Machamps stocked up, powered up, ready to go, because they are just so universal when it comes to going up against raids. You can really just honestly go in there with the Machamps basically and you should be looking good. So the Regis in their shiny variants, sure, I'm a bit excited for them. Am I extremely excited? Not so much, but it's fine. A lot of comments in a previous video that I did make are saying that they want the Regis to come back. Also on Twitter saying that they need them. They're newer players and they need that dex entry. So, sure, bring them back. Taking a look at Registeel here, 100% IV is going to be 1398. Weather boosted under snowy weather is going to be 1748. The top counters are going to be Chandelure coming in with Fire Spin and Overheat. I just made mine and look forward to the power of that very soon. Moltres in second place with Fire Spin and Overheat. Blaziken with Counter and Blast Burn, Community Day move there. Machamp with Counter Dynamic Punch, Breloom Counter Dynamic Punch, and then Entei with Fire Fang and Overheat. So, like I said previously, you could basically just run in here with your Machamps, right? And you'll be good to go. If you have some of those Blazikens powered up from the Community Day, use that. Maybe even a few of you have some powered up Moltres as well with Fire Spin and Overheat, in which case that's going to be great. But for the most part, not too many people are going to have a Chandelure. So it's not really going to be something you're going to want to just throw in there. Unless you do have it. Don't go and power one up just to go up against this, honestly. Yes, the time to win is quite amazing. As you can see, way ahead of everything else. So yeah, if you're able to get your hands on one of those, then sure, go ahead and use it. Now going into Regice, 100% is going to be 1784. Weather boosted 2330. Top counters are going to be Metagross with Bullet Punch and Meteor Mash. Chandelure coming in yet again with Fire Spin and Overheat. So I do actually have Ghost moves on mine. I just might switch it over to the Fire moves once I do make the Power of Video. And it is actually confirmed that they're going to be coming back into Pokemon Go. But at this point, I'm going to say I'm about 90% sure we're going to see the Regis fairly soon. As far as shinies, not too sure. Rampardos, you might have a few of those. Fantastic Pokemon. Smackdown and Rock Slide, it's going to be doing quite a bit of damage there, but fairly frail. It is going to be resisting the ice moves, so that is a plus at least. Then we have Blaziken with Fire Spin and Blast Burn. Machamp with Counter Dynamic Punch, and then Moltres in that number 6 spot with Fire Spin and Overheat. So the Regis just might be making a return. Time to put those Metagross to use, those Machamps back to use. And if you do have newly powered up Rampardos, well, it's going to be time to use those. And they're going to be excelling quite significantly if you do have partly cloudy weather and you go up against these raids. So it should be pretty fun. Excited for this. Excited to use my Chandelure and possibly even find myself a shiny. So we're going to be getting into Mewtwo Raid Hour now. There's a little thing going on here, and I really hesitated on whether or not I wanted to discuss this because I don't want it to be widely spread, but at this point it's going around everywhere. So let's take a look. Taking a look at Brandon Tan's Twitter as well as on Reddit over here, people were actually able to find themselves a shiny Shadow Ball Mewtwo after the raid hour had ended. So how this is working is basically the raids will pop and they are going to last the duration of the raid hour for later today, right? But some eggs actually start appearing a little bit after the time period in which they should have. Therefore, they're going to be extended past the raid hour, in which case you will be able to catch yourself a shiny Shadow Ball Mewtwo if you're lucky. You know, obviously you're going to be extremely lucky getting the shiny, but you know, maybe a Shadow Ball is still going to be good for you. So just take note of that. Also, they're going to be Shadow Ball Mewtwo's in the current EX raids. Taking a look at the top counters to go up against Mewtwo, that is going to be Giratina, Chandelure, Gengar. That's right, Chandelure is just magnificent. Personally, I've been using it. Experience, thoughts, it does a lot of damage, but I'm going to tell you this, it is very frail. The thing can't take a hit for anything. Mewtwo, Hydreigon, let's go. All right. And then Tyranitar still holding it down strong. Alternatives, you do have Weavile, Houndoom, Absol, Pinsir, and as well as all those other ones there that should be doing pretty good. You guys know the drill. We've been up against Mewtwo for a couple of years now. You know the counters. So just take note of that. 100% IV is going to be 2387. Weather boosted under windy weather is going to be 2984. So good luck out there and trying to find yourself a shiny Mewtwo. I'm not going to say Shadow Ball because that's very special exception, and they might even fix it before this does happen in your specific area. Other than that, you will be encountering Size Strike Mewtwo. That's right. If you missed your chance back when it was released for that period that they did have it, you will be able to get yourself a Size Strike right now. And say you didn't get yourself a good IV one, well, now is another time to get out there and possibly raid these as hard as you can for the chance of getting that Size Strike with a good IV. Also, take note that you will be able to get yourself 2 free raid passes during this time period when you do spin a photo disc at a gym on top of your free raid pass today. So that's going to be a total of 3. Very nice. Now, moving into some other news in closing for this video here. If you have noticed, once you have updated the Pokemon Go to the newest version currently, either on iOS or Android, there's going to be a bit of a problem. Your Gacha, your Go Plus is not going to be able to connect all the time. It will connect and then all of a sudden it just simply stops catching Pokemon as you're out there grinding. And it's really unfortunate too because we have the Stardust event. You want to keep the grind going very hard, but your Go Plus keeps disconnecting. It's happening to me, it's happening to my friends, and it's kind of frustrating to say the least because you're running your star pieces, we're purchasing these with money, you're running your incense possibly, and you're out there, you know, maybe spending gas or just using your time walking around, and you just keep coming across this problem. They said they're investigating it, so we'll just have to wait and see. But not only that, but PvP is also broken. I said in my video where I went over my or the shiny Pokemon that are currently available, and I couldn't do raids because they're broken. I couldn't do PvP because that is broken. Now the PvP is broken remotely. It works sometimes, but not all the time. I'd say it's going to be like 70 to 85% of the time it's not going to work for that remote PvP currently. So you're going to be able to, you know, scan each other easy and do the battles no problem, but for the most part it's whack. Thank you for watching, trainers. If you enjoyed this news video, please give it a big thumbs up. I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.